We need as many ambulances as you can hand right now.
More than a dozen people killed after a massive crash in Imperial County. A big rig and this SUV carrying 25 people collided this morning. This crash happened just past El Centro in Holtville. That's on State Route 115. And that's where we begin our team coverage with ABC 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala. She has been tracking this story all day. She is joining us live on the scene there. Mimi.
And Kimberly, we just got an update from CHP officers about 30 minutes ago or so. We've learned that there were only two seats in this car, the front driver's seat and front passenger seat. We're here on State Route 115 in Norris Road, where you could still see the crash right down the road. Investigators have the area shut down as they continue to look into what exactly caused this crash to happen and where the victims were coming from and traveling to. So here is what we know so far. At about 6:15 this morning, for unknown reasons, CHP officers say the maroon Ford Expedition carrying 25 people and that big rig hauling two trailers crashed at the intersection. CHP officers tell us the Expedition was westbound in the intersection as the big rig was headed northbound. The impact of the crash so strong, 12 people in the Expedition were killed on scene, including the driver, who we've learned is from Mexicali. Another passenger later died at the hospital. Now, the survivors were also taken to multiple hospitals in the surrounding areas. The ages of the injured and the deceased victims range from 15 to 53.
Some of the victims were ejected from the vehicle. There's some walking wounded that pulled themselves out of the vehicles. And then once the allied agencies and our CHP personnel arrived on scene, they were also pulling people from the vehicle as well. So it was a pretty chaotic scene.
The 69-year-old driver of the big rig survived but had moderate injuries and is being treated at a hospital. CH officers could not tell us where the Expedition was coming from, but they did say they found some IDs on scene and were working with the Mexican consulate to possibly identify the victims. Now, there was some speculation that this was a Border Patrol chase, but CHP officers tell us no agencies were involved in this crash. There was no pursuit. The investigation is ongoing. Officers are working to identify the victims and notify their family members. We will bring you any new information that we learn. For now, we're live in Imperial County. Mimi Alcala, ABC 10 News.
And Mimi, we also know that the survivors of the crash were taken to area hospitals. Any word on their injuries?
We know that their injuries range from minor to severe, but that's all CHP officers could tell us at this point.
All right, we know you're there getting all of the latest details for us. So much to unpack about this truly horrific crash. Thank you, Mimi. We have more, too. The crash involved an early 2000s Ford Expedition. CHP says there were 25 people packed into it. As Mimi said, they only had the front seats in, no other seats in that vehicle. But Ford's specifications say, depending on features, that the Expedition can only safely carry up to 8 or 9 people. Those early models only have the front impact airbags for the driver and the front passenger. And we hear that those are 2 of the survivors. Crash test ratings show the Expedition did well with frontal crashes, but there is little information about how it tested on side and rear crashes. And as you can see from Mimi's shot there live at the scene, they still have the vehicles there. That big rig hit T-boned in that intersection right into the SUV. Who is at fault? Who was going where? That we do not know yet. It's just the way the 2 vehicles hit each other. Let's turn now to ABC 10 News reporter Anthony Pura. And Anthony, we know some of the victims are at UCSD right now at Hillcrest. What can you tell us?
Kimberly, that's right. UC San Diego Health has confirmed that they have received 3 patients that were injured as a result of that crash in Imperial County. They say they're also expecting to receive 1 more, so a total of 4 patients will be at the care of UC San Diego Health. Now, they were transferred from the El Centro Regional Medical Center via air ambulance. We have video taken earlier today of a medical chopper leaving from Imperial County. This was taken by our ABC affiliate in Palm Springs. UC San Diego Health says the patients are being cared for in the Level 1 Trauma Center in Hillcrest. Now, a Level 1 trauma center often takes patients with severe injuries requiring advanced and complex treatment. It is not available at all hospitals. UC San Diego Health could not give conditions of the patients, but doctors at El Centro Regional Medical Center said the patients that were brought to them ranged from injuries including life-threatening head injuries and life-threatening chest injuries. Again, a total of 3 patients were taken here to UC San Diego Health in Hillcrest, and they are expecting to receive 1 more patient as well. We're reporting live, Anthony Pura, ABC 10 News.
All right, thank you, Anthony, for that update.